Welcome to Crime, Romance and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space. I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture. Yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl? Wonderful! Did you talk to her? Great! On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her? My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette. God. I've told her not to do that. It's such a disgusting habit. She'll get over it. Anxiety is a part of life.
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
Then why are you talking to me? Everything is...
She smiles and nods.
Cursed? Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her. This... God. She can.
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming.
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there. There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress. Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. No matter. Soon we'll both be off. It's a proper place to live. One of the most peaceful neighborhoods east of Jamrock. Most of the buildings are empty at the moment. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowds. Better times ahead for sure. He made the initial investment.
The woman looks aloof. Her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my home.
Just can't win. Out of the rain and into the gutter. You have absolutely...
Math. I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does. Just what Dick Mullen would ask. I got it from behind the curtains. I'm not really supposed to go there. Maybe. It's the hat Dick Mullen wears all the time. He'll look way more serious with that. Right, I have to get back to my homework now.
You see...
Excuse me, officer. The back room is nothing. What?
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more just as you're about to pull apart the curtains.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books?
Why? It's not like any... I'm sorry.
The curtains do seem frail suddenly. Not robust.
No!
Lies. Rip them open. You see a tattered set of curtains and a polyhedron-shaped cage-like trinket. You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
I warned you. You're unleashing forces beyond your understanding.
A heavy... What if you just break it down? You smash into the wood and see a small crack.
You're not thinking of trying again, are you?
Barbell, it's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights.
What is this place? We don't have to explore an abandoned gym, you know? Besides, no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works.
Some specks of dust, an eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Sounds good.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
What he means is that these things cost money. This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120.
We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print. Nothing happens. Something's missing. It's empty, like a bead. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment. Like a smooth drawer, the filament slides into place. On the key, a bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar. Oh no. It was already glowing and now it's also making a sound. It's probably... The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? The filament you have inserted into the reader. Yes. Is that the good? Please repeat the password. I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password? Received. I will register.
That sounds bad. Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else? Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard. Your flashlight slides up. Some of the writing has faded with age. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of translucent Welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether Welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. One of the Welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however. It's Vara Hamira, a high Welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The note says, All non-Welkin races will be the Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures. This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real. Just look at those details.
The photo collage depicts entire ocean, albeit dark and cold. This vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog. Or a pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes." This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic word, it looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal. As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an...
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details." The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat Death." The full text reads, "Heat death of the universe is the new black." Another note says, "The biggest outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind." The handwriting is only partly. The full text reads, "Outside, a cold wind wraps." This old fireplace, radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UK unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system. You think so? Looks like a surveillance. They must have had someone the leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. Whoever decides to call in to a list of names, there's no...
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious they... Exactly. These...
Nothing. It's just...
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace? No, that's not it. I think...
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers. Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that. No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard. Indeed, it's ambitious. It's too late for that. Okay, let's keep moving.
Cape, rip the red one out. Look how giant and red and inviting it is. An electric sizzle. The room is slightly, somewhere, an electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now. Something close to you.
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distributor somewhere in the dark. A giant electrical mammal stirs somewhere. A machine hums along with the current, happy and contented. Something close to you.
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raises his brow. Somewhere, a machine, something close.
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raised somewhere. A machine hums along with the current, happy and contented. With a matrix of an off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games. Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't call here again. Thanks.
A single beep indicates that the line you ring just seeing the words Andro Orlando gets your hackles up. All you hear is static. You ring the doorbell. You wait for a minute or two. Looks like someone has melted hot in hair stick. You can almost hear them breathe.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
Wait, but what happened to Slipstream SCA? There's no Tricentennial Electrics on the list.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges.
It's you. My God. I didn't...
It's a woman, and she knows you. She must be mistaking you for someone else.
Michelle, just please.
Sounds like a ghost. Wind blows through your clothes and you feel detached from your surroundings. Inside the building, a cold memory hangs.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. Ever since I came to live here.
A spot of static overrides her words.
It's so nice.
She sounds like she's about to... The cold is deep under your skin, as if you were talking to someone who's 100 years away. Somewhere inside the building, water is flooding the cellar floor. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay. Another...
It must have been some kind of fault.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box. Silence. No one's home at Fortress. Silence. No one answers the doorbell. Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk. Silence. No one answers your call. This button looks new, but someone...
This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
You see, this ice bear is a hyper-carnivore. The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are... A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand...
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge. Let's take a look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge. You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door. A friendly cartoon. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. I know. What an unfortunate market. What is even...
The fridge buzzes with... A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace.
Looks like it. Looks like an old... No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire.
It's dark, the echo...
What are you doing? Wait, really?
A lush layer. Maybe you could... Still, it's good to have this dirt on you. A hollow ring goes through the furnace. Your toe hurts. The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential. Someone has scribbled. S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the Filament Memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if someone has scribbled. S. You'll find the Filament Memory with the off-site copy in the
It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer. I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Didn't you see one right next to the breaker box? The bear's eyes are still glowing red, watching over all the ice cream wrappers hidden inside its belly.
Good question. It looks like I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic. A friendly, the paper still smells of vanilla. Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby. An electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now. Something close.
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raises. This orange machine is turning the crank, feels oddly satisfied. It's all gone now. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some frozen fat? Turning the crank is all gone now. You'll never become. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some You slip your fingers. No. If you want to try.
Equip the pry bar by going to the Tools tab in your inventory. From there, you can equip it to a held slot.
This orange machine is dead still. If the ice squeaks beneath the pry bar, you think you see.
Yeah, well, I have no idea.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough. Turning the crank is all gone. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than turning the crank is all gone. What better to assuage.
Does Kuno care? The fuck about it? Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno's fucking's got what? Look at him. Kuno.
Oh, come on.
Get the fuck, what are you? Trying to fuck on Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, yeah? You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Yeah, so yeah, he's the one you wanna talk to. He's...
Yes, this troubadour has it. You can feel it.
Your Get lost!
He's on your crime.
Get your You should get...
You okay?
That went wrong. He took...
Kuno doesn't...
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, eternite. It's nothing. The trash container, the smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. Not much to see here anymore. You see, you've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows. The methodology. A box falls into pieces in your hands. But there's nothing more of interest in the container sounds a muffled gong. You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the... No, these tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper cop habit. This isn't hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Okay. I don't really know anything.
No need to worry.
Okay. I don't know. Not really. No. Not, no. Not really. No. Uh-huh. I don't really know anything. Uh-huh. I don't really know anything. Uh-huh. Is this about the questions? I don't really know anything. Uh-huh.
A small...
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma. I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising.
Nosafed heals +1 health.
St. Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds out of St. Baptiste. That one. There.
Yes?